Code 6, 105 North Avenue, 52.
Prepare to be fucked by the object of the law.
This isn't happening. Everyone look away, please. Nothing to see here.
You can't break those cuffs.
Take him away, Ty.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we police the mean streets of the internet because, hey, somebody's got to do it. And then we let you be the judge, the jury, and the executioner in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo Chicago, I'm Officer Kevin.
Oh, whatever, Grant.
How you doing, man?
Sad.
Let's give a thank you to our guest from last week, Matt Nisbet. And we got a returning champion to the show, because everybody loves when I always say that. It's Lakembra.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello, back by frothing demand. What is it you said on Twitter?
Frothing demand, yeah.
Absolutely frothing, the audience was. Frothing at the, how's the saying go? Frothing at the tip? No, not the tip. That's gross. Frothing at the mouth?
Off to a strong start here.
Yeah. Hello.
How the hell are you, man? It's been a little while.
Yeah, it has. I'm good. Thank you. How you going? Grant,
I'm good.
How you going? You all right?
I'm going.
You okay over there?
I'm going. I am going.
Okay.
I'm going right now.
That's alarming. Like, you ever ask someone how's it going, and they're like, it's going. And that means it's like worse than bad.
Right.
It sounds like you're stuck in second gear over there, Grant.
Yeah.
Insert clap.
I was trying to think of the rest.
Thank you.
But Grant, we'll be here for you.
So, Lakembra, you have a show.
Okay. Yeah,
it's
I
called
do.
Filler Content. You also have a band.
Yep.
Called The Hard Men's.
Yes, I do.
And what do the hard men do?
Oh, well, it's myself and two of my friends, Zenki and Vis. We like to make good music. Zenki and Vis, they've always been called that. We like to we just like to make fun music, a bit of hip hop or electronic music, whatever, just as long as it's fun. Yeah, that's great. I haven't got anything to show you right now, but it's good, I swear.
Hey, I'll vouch for you. I'll vouch for you. I know it's good.
Thank you.
And I know you boys are working hard. You're the hard men working hard.
Yes, that's right. Hard men working hard. Always working hard.
You have a great also monthly podcast called Filler Content. Hey, I hardly know her content, but it's monthly and it's a lot of fun. It's we have a lot of guests on this show where they're like, I also do a podcast, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm never going to listen to it. But I'm pretty sure I've listened to every single episode of Filler Content because it's that good.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you. I mean, there's not many episodes, like you said. It's monthly, so there's only
there's like 3, but they're all there. It's a solid 3.
And Grant and I are on some of those episodes. Some of those 3 episodes.
Probably our most popular episode is the one that you guys were on.
Really?
Episode 6 for people listening. 6 and 7 Thought Cops, we had them on.
I think that only episodes. 6. I think only 6 is. I think we were only on 6. I don't remember there being a 7.
Yeah.
God.
I'll let people find out for themselves why that is.
No, I mean, don't even find out. Just it's only 6. You can skip over 7.
Keep pulling the thread, listeners, and see how deep that rabbit hole goes.
Or just
listen out for Grant.
Don't do that. Is a thing that you shouldn't do.
At this point, they've already paused the recording to go find it, so it's too late.
Well, stop. Go back. Even though you're paused and you can't hear me.
Yeah, stop. Listen to our show, please.
Yeah, come back.
Anyway, now that you're back, welcome back to Thought Cops. I know you've listened to that whole episode. Maybe you have some thoughts. We don't want to hear them.
Maybe you have some prayers.
Yeah. But we do. This is what we do care about, though. We got some big show news this week.
Prove it.
We put out a steamer of a video this week on YouTube. Thought Cops at the Meme Museum.
I'm steaming just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely steaming episode.
Between the last episode and this recording, we went to the Meme Museum in Chicago. Grant and I and our dear friend Josh, Sleep Science, helped us film a little expose on the museum. We interviewed the founders. We had a look around. We looked at all the memes that have been a part of our lives for so long and have meant so much to us. And it was emotional.
I was emotional when I spilled my spaghetti and I cried. That was pretty emotional.
That was probably the best part.
Oh, thank you.
That was a good video, though.
Kevin didn't know spilling spaghetti from your pockets was a meme.
Oh, for real? So he's just watching you trip over and it's like, what the fuck?
To be fair,
basically, yeah.
Neither did the founders of the Meme Museum. Which, when you watch the video, you'll understand.
Fucking normies. You're all normies.
Yeah.
Do you get my reference?
I got that one.
Good.
Nah, I don't.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, I mean, it was a really great time to record it. I had a blast editing it. Grant did the music. He did a cover of Macintosh Plush's song.
Arguable. I did a parody of it.
Yeah,
I did a parody of a parody.
Yeah, it's under parody law.
Yeah.
Anyone tries
it can't
to
get taken down.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Them's the breaks. So yeah, go check that out. If you haven't already, go subscribe to us on YouTube. Just search for Thought Cops on YouTube. You'll find us. Go ahead and subscribe because we're uploading all the videos and all sorts of podcast clips and Twitch stream clips and a lot of extra content you're not going to get if you're only listening on iTunes or Spotify or whatever. There's a lot of extra stuff there, so check it out. Lakembra, what did you think of the video? I'm dying to know.
Well, I was just about to say I'm loving the video content. So it's pretty good. Actually, the last one you just did, the Meme Museum, pretty. I mean, the video is good. I'm not sure about the museum itself. How big is that place?
It's not very big.
Do they have a lot of memes there, or is it just a few rooms? It's just a bunch of shit on the walls, isn't it?
They did paste. They did copy and paste and print a bunch of memes and like pin them to a wall, which is
they're not like friends of the show or anything, am I? And I'm just bad.
I mean, they were nice. They were nice people.
Yeah, they were very nice people.
I love the Meme Museum. It's good.
I mean, I'll be honest. There's like a big mural of all these memes of like weeping Michael Jordan and Pepe the Frog and like. SpongeBob and open mouth Pikachu. There's a big mural in front, and like when you see it, you're like, "Oh, this is cringy." But you go there and you see it in person, and you're like, "I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of cool."
It's big,
it's big, and it's like well done. It was done by a local Chicago artist. So
yeah.
What are the owners like? Are they know that it's kind of a weird thing to be running?
Hard to.
Hold on.
Yeah, hard to tell.
Honestly, if anyone's really that curious, I say just check out the video. Honestly, what you see is what you get. We pretty much captured just about everything that was there.
Yeah.
So there's no need to go, everybody. You're in the area.
Well, it's closing up in like this weekend anyway. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it was a good video. I did enjoy it very much. I want you guys to make much more video content.
We're trying.
Yeah, I mean, we do. I mean, we were planning to do a lot more man on the street stuff before the quarantine hit, and this was the first thing where we were like, we got to go to that.
Yeah,
right.
Because we did a number of videos, and by a number of them, I mean 2 previously, and we were like, those are always so fun. 2 is a number, yes, and it's a good one too. And I feel like
it's a good one too.
Got his ass. What a moron. Kevin, you idiot.
Please. Oh no. Kevin.
He's gone.
I'm here.
Oh no.
I'm listening.
Sorry, mate.
Go on. Please. Go ahead.
Interrupting.
Yeah, it was
No, go. You go. Go ahead.
Please, Kevin, continue hosting your show.
Continue the show, yeah.
I give you permission.
Okay. Oh, now that I've received permission, Your Highness. No, I was going to say those videos are such a blast to film and edit. And every time I get done with one, I'm like, man, that was like a lot of hard work, but it was also a lot of fun. And then 2 years go by and I'm like, all right, let's do another one. So,
right.
Obviously, we got a lot of other stuff on the channel too, like re-educationing and stuff. But I feel like I really, really do love to do these kinds of videos. And I've been doing them for longer than I've been doing Thought Cops. I used to do like public access videos like this, going to conventions and stuff. So it's a nice return to form. Yeah, man. It was, I mean, I look back on those every once in a while and they're,
I love those man on the street type videos. They're great. Are you planning on going back to Shrek Fest when that's back on next year?
Funny you should ask. They just had it this past weekend, but it was online, obviously, because, Shrek won't wear a mask. Obviously, he's an anti-masker. Surprise, surprise.
Hopefully it's on next year.
Yeah, I hope so. Back. I mean, I just love just letting loose of any sort of self-respectability and just filming myself and just capturing the ambience and letting people just form their own opinions and letting the places and people speak for themselves.
Speaking of letting go of any shred of self-respectability, we were on the drink beer and play a game Power Hour podcast. And,
with Zwick.
With Zwick, featuring Zwick as an unlockable character. And it was good. It was a lot of fun. Check that out. Give them guys a listens.
Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah. We did a Zoom call. Yeah. It's a video podcast too, so you get to see our bright and shiny faces talking. I was drinking Malort. Graham, what were you drinking?
I don't know. I took like 17 shots and drank like 48 beers, and I don't remember what happened on the show. I'll be honest.
Any White Russians this time, Grant?
No White Russians. No, I
remember the
safe.
last time you were having White Russians.
I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't the White Russians.
Happened.
That was us waiting for you to come into the call and us me bullshitting around with your co-hosts trying to get them to laugh and then realizing that I had you muted is what happened. None of that should have been heard.
One of the greatest fumbles of all time.
And every like 5 minutes, Lakembra's like, "Oh, should we start?
Trying to start the show. Okay, everybody, let's start just talking over me."
Just kept steamrolling.
We came off real bad on that one.
Yeah, don't listen to it. It doesn't exist.
No, quite the opposite. You guys did great. We want to have you back on for sure, very soon. I'm not sure when, but
I have no social life.
Me neither. I'm down. Speaking of content, we also recorded a new episode of Fire Bros last night as of this recording. So by the time this episode comes out, it's already going to be up. And again, we recorded it with our friend Josh, Sleep Science. We reviewed Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. We reviewed Better Call Saul. We reviewed Tenet. And we reviewed the documentary Feels Good Man. So check it out. It's only $2 a month over at patreon.com/thoughtcops. You get that episode. You get the whole backlog of everything else. It's the only media review show that matters, quite frankly. Sorry for anyone who's listening.
Fuck you, Movie Bob.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and second that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thirded. Fuck you, Movie Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're doing? I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, honestly, I was just sitting around today and I was thinking, like, if Movie Bob said he'd come on Thought Cops, I wouldn't say no. As a matter of fact, I'd say yes immediately.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
Can you guys review Movie Bob's book on Fire Bros?
Oh,
please?
God, yes.
His Super Mario 3 book. Yeah, he wrote about his childhood experiences with Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah, Struggle Session reviewed that, Grant.
It was
that's actually, I want to listen to that, actually.
Yeah, they read it on stage at a live show.
Okay.
That rules.
Oh God. Anyway, enough of that riffraff. We also have a theme song cover contest, and I'm only mentioning it because I actually just received a submission here. Let me check my email.
Oh wow,
really quick.
Another one?
Yeah, it says it's from Lakembra.
Lakembra.
What a weird name.
Sounds like a moron.
Get a normal name. Yeah.
Sounds like he can't even spell his own name.
Have a normal name, please. Stupid internet names. Far.
I don't get this shit. We're gonna play it at the end of the episode. I listened to it earlier. It sounded really good. So stick around for the end of the show. And if you want to submit your own theme song cover, send it over to thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com.
Right. This is the second one we've got so far.
Is it like a contest? Like, do you win a prize?
No.
I don't know why.
Respect and
I
admiration.
don't know why I keep calling it a contest. It's simply a submission.
You have a habit of like doing that, like using certain misnomers that are close enough and they like sound right if you sort of blow through them. But like if you really sit down and think about the fact that like when we first did 2 Minutes of Hate and you kept saying everyone's most famous segment of the show, and it's like, well, I mean, like if you blow through it, it sounds right, but like, is it the most famous segment? Is everyone like, the 2 Minutes of Hate, is that really the most famous segment of Thought Cops? Is it famous by any metric?
Can you think of a more famous segment of Thought Cops?
I guess not. No.
True.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Was I right? Yes. Was I grammatically correct? No. Case closed.
Well, moving on.
Okay.
2 Minutes of Hate, a very favorite, very famous segment of the show where we like to blanket
there it
punish
is.
all that annoying crap that we see on the internet every single day. So my 2 Minutes of Hate is this cropping. You guys seen this on Twitter where people put this like long vertical image and it says, "Let me try this." And they have like a picture of one guy at the bottom, a picture of one guy at the top. And they kind of mix it up or whatever. So the original one was a picture of a white man and a picture of a black man. And no matter how they position the two images on the long strip, it always cropped to the white guy. And maybe there's some voodoo magic that I don't understand in terms of images and computers. But yeah, I think that it was obviously strange whether or not that was the case. I mean, I'm sure that it has something to do with... I couldn't begin to tell you. I don't know. So
I think that there's a guy that works at Twitter that is he does all of the cropping for every image. Every time you upload an image, he does all the cropping for it. And so he's very overworked. Yeah. And also he's a big racist.
So he's like in his cropping machine. He's got the pedals and stuff. He's like, just like in this coal mine below Twitter HQ. So,
and also he's a Nazi.
Yes, of course. So we keep seeing this fucking thing now where it's the same format. Let me try this. And people like put like two images of like some, I don't know, like some two famous YouTubers or something. And one gets cropped out. And basically, yeah, it's the same old shit. People put one guy in the bottom, one guy on the top, crops to the top, like one crops to the image, one doesn't. 120,000 likes.
And so you have an issue with...
the likes,
racism is the problem, or what's the issue?
Yeah, my 2 Minutes of Hate is racism by Twitter.
And this was the most egregious example you could think of at the time.
My 2 Minutes of Hate, yes, and it's the people who enable it by making a big joke out of it. So my punishment for this is, hey, I got an idea. Crop neither one of them, just a big blank image, and I say that's equality. Nobody gets anything.
Have you guys tried it with yourselves yet? Kevin versus Grant? I'd like to see
that. That's a good idea, but also like I think the meme is dead at this point.
Oh,
I wanted to, but I don't have it in me to actually commit to that. It's a lot of work.
Well, you got to go in and create the image, and it's just a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Kind of busy.
Yeah.
Lakembra.
That's a good 2 minutes of hate, though. Racism is pretty good.
Nico says, kick off whoever gets cropped out. Oh, boy.
There you go. That's the way you make it interesting.
I'll use the cleanest image of myself.
I'm going to be wearing all white so that...
As usual.
I'm going to break out the bottle of white out.
Yeah, wear a white sheet.
Yeah, wear a white sheet, Kevin. That's a good idea. You should do that.
Lakembra, what's your 2 minutes of hate?
And Grant, you can wear blackface. You got the materials for that, right?
No, actually, I don't have any materials for being able to do that. I'm sorry. I can't.
My 2 minutes of hate, Kevin. Okay. My 2 minutes of hate this week is child pornography. Have you guys seen this? Have you heard about this?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Oh yeah, apparently apparently they make pornography with children in it now.
What?
It's pretty wild. It's not for me personally.
Yeah,
I've heard a
that's
lot about it on Twitter.
gotta say, that's a little random. What the hell?
No, for real, that's not my 2 minutes of hate. I've got a real 2 minutes of hate.
No, man, keep it, man. We're gonna stick
please,
to
let's not talk about child pornography on Thought Cops. All right.
All right. Well, I mean,
we hear enough about that on Twitter every single week, every day.
This is the Twitter recap podcast. So
sorry, my real 2 minutes of hate is, like when you grow your hair out and people comment on it, they're like, you got your quarantine cut. Or when you get your hair cut and people are like, got a haircut, hey?
this is
that.
something that typically happens to you on Twitter.
It's supposed to be on the internet, isn't it?
No, it doesn't have to. I'm just asking to clarify.
Yeah, no, it does. Just pretend everything I'm saying is just on the internet.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
really
it is right
people,
now, actually. So
yeah, that's right. We're broadcasting live on the internet. I just really hate that, when you get a haircut and people notice it, or when you don't get a haircut and people notice it. You have to keep your hair the exact same length as it was when you last spoke to someone, so that they don't comment on it. Except that length is different for everybody, so you're always going to have someone commenting on it. It's the same for your facial hair as well.
Yeah,
like if you don't shave for a little while, they're like, quarantine beard, eh? And you're like, no, I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
Or if you shave your face, they're like, you look like a baby.
Shut up. Yeah. Get a new talking point. I get this comment a lot because I frequently change around my hair and facial hairstyle. Like I'll just shave my head one day and I'll grow a mustache, and then I'll shave my mustache and grow my hair out. Then I'll grow a beard, then I'll cut it into a mustache, and people are always like, "You always look different." And it's like, yeah, because this is just life, man. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. It's
like, what are you, a cartoon character? What are they, Doug Funny? They dress in the same fucking clothes every day. They got the same haircut every time you see them. People change. We're fluid beings, We have a range of feelings, emotions, the way we choose to present ourselves to reflect these feelings. I mean, come on.
Right. We're on the spectrum.
What did make you want to shave your head, Grant? Wake up one day, I just want to shave it. Were you just getting annoyed
I have no idea. I don't have an answer for that.
Were you looking to guest on Lakembra's podcast again, or?
Yeah.
Anyway, Lakembra, what's your punishment for people who pay attention to you?
I forgot about the punishment part. I don't know.
Honestly,
put him in jail.
Acid, okay. Just
honestly, can we spin the wheel? Have you guys done that in a while?
Sure. Let's do that.
In a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's spin the wheel.
Having some trouble?
It's a big wheel. Just to wheel it out.
Clockwork Orange.
Oh, okay. So this is your eyes are pried open to force someone. Shit, man. I got a good one if you don't have one.
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to say these people who are so interested in your hair growing and getting cut and whatever have to just sit there and watch you every single day as your hair grows. So it's like they don't notice there's a difference. As far as they're concerned, they're just witnessing it in real time. And since they're so fucking interested, now they have nothing to do but observe it.
You're like one of those, you'll become one of those time-lapse videos of a man who grows his hair out for 10 years and they have to sit there and watch every single day.
All right. That's good punishment. Acid. It's not acid, but it's good.
It's not. I mean, you could. I think when it's all
you slip them a tab of acid, or what do you mean?
Oh, that'd be fun.
I don't know. Sure.
I mean, that could make the experience a little bit too interesting, though. Is my worry. The punishment is, in effect, that it's supposed to be boring.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's my 2 minutes of hate, though. That's all I have. Not child pornography.
You're fine with that.
People commenting on your haircut. No. Not for the record. Not for. I disavow child pornography. Just for the record, everybody.
Okay. Good.
All right. Anyway,
glad you clarified that.
Grant, what's your 2 minutes of hate?
My 2 minutes of hate this week is child pornography.
Go on.
Someone had to say it.
I hate it. It's terrible. I hate that it exists. It's bad. It should be illegal. Yeah. My punishment is we make a list of these people. No, Fuck, man.
That was really good, man. I don't know. That sounded pretty reasonable
thanks.
to me.
Fuck. I'm looking through this list. I don't feel like doing any of these.
Why not just do child pornography? I mean, we don't like it.
I mean, it has become an issue. I saw I guess Sargon of Akkad was like kicked off of Twitter, but he's like using throwaway accounts or something like that, and he was arguing against like age of consent shit, which is just like, man, don't do that. Don't stop. Don't do that, man. Stop. Don't do that, man. Stop. Don't do that.
Oh no.
Hello.
Fuck, I don't know. What makes me angry?
He's still going.
I got what makes me 2 minutes angry. You guys ready for this?
Yep.
Yeah, so here I got my 2 minutes of hate this week is just like here's something that I think's been sort of getting to me for a while, but it's like maybe hasn't manifested itself in this way until like, you know, I've recently sort of noticed it or just have had to deal with it for so long, but just like this level of just like chronic cynicism online where just like everybody can't stop like picking fights and complaining and bitching and moaning about everything. And I get it because we do a podcast where we do exactly that. But at the very least, like we're making jokes and trying to make light of it. But there's some people that like you follow them on Twitter or you see things that they post constantly. And it's just like, I'm going to complain about this today. And I'm going to, with no sense of humor, no jokes, no anything, just like, this is awful. This is egregious. And it's like, man, post a meme once in a while, you know?
Yeah,
Stop taking it so seriously.
Honestly, like these days, aside from doing what I need to do to know what I have to know to do Thought Cops, I don't really spend a lot of time on Twitter. I have definitely slimmed down the amount of people that I follow.
Destroying.
Yeah. I slimmed down a lot of like I'm just like there's so much I just don't I don't need to know all this stuff. I don't need to know what people think basically, and nobody else does either. Nobody needs to know what anything. Just mind your own fucking business, But yeah, no, I mean it's like you're describing the general trend of Twitter, especially during the pandemic. It's been a lot worse in terms of this, and there's a lot to be mad about. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think you're saying either that people shouldn't speak out about it, but I feel like what was you brought up last week about people who are calling out 35-year-olds for dating like 25-year-olds, and it's just like it's like, all right, just maybe you could just be quiet instead. Yeah, like everything doesn't have to be an issue, and like even things that are issues, it's just like you can nitpick anything to death, and it's like, yeah, I think a lot of people in general want to build like a better world and stuff like that, but I think that there's a level where there's like the optimism of that and pushing for like maybe a person you support or an idea you support, and there's the difference between that and just like constantly tearing shit down and constantly like just like bitching and complaining about things. And like the thing with that is it just like it doesn't change a single thing. You can complain all you want, and it's just like that's just like you're not enacting any change. You're just like online bitching about things, and it's like, yeah, a lot of us don't have any sort of like recourse to be able to change things, and so we just complain on the internet. But it's just like, at the very least, like, fuck, have a sense of humor about some of this shit or something. I don't know, man.
You sound joker-fied as hell, Grant.
Yeah, I've reached the point, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm beyond it.
I love this 2 minutes of hate because I totally agree. Maybe it's because I'm like just a blue-pilled cuck or something, but I just can't think of anything worse than like going on Twitter. Like you've got access to so many opinions and thoughts, and you spend your time just fighting with people, or like you follow those accounts where all they do is just repost like clickbait headlines or like provocative news articles or whatever, like some like Greek statue or something that just posts fucking shit designed to make you angry every single day, 10 times a day. I can't think of anything worse than following one of those accounts and just fucking getting mad constantly.
Yeah, speaking of Sargon,
I want to laugh. Yeah, that's a good 2 minutes of hate. I like that.
Yeah, I've had to. I don't really like block people on Twitter, but I mute like a lot of people just because it's like, man, I am just so tired of looking at like some of this fucking bullshit. Like, I'm negative enough as it is, but at the very least, I try and like do things that are just like post a picture of Luigi giving the middle finger. Like, that's funny, you know? At least there's some redemptive quality to some of it, but like, you follow some people and it's just like, man, just fucking...
Chill
do you have
out.
anything like constructive to say or do, or do you just want to like spend all of your time just fucking bitching and moaning for forever? It's exhausting.
Yeah. You know you're going to have to follow this 2 minutes of hate up with a punchline now to make it funny.
What's the deal with Twitter?
There you go.
I have a 17-year-old girlfriend. I'm Jerry Seinfeld, and I'm
wait.
basically a pedophile.
No.
I mean, I feel like the move these days, and I hear this from a lot of people, is just like a lot of people are just moving off social media or checking it very infrequently.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like even the shows is it's like what we pitch the show is like we go online so you don't have to kind of thing.
Mm.
And I do think there's like,
Right.
oh yeah, I think that we're a good substitute for having a Twitter account because there is a whole lot of awful and boring shit on Twitter, basically.
We're
is what
like
it
a
all-
buffer between the two.
Yeah.
Thought Cops is the only news I need.
Yeah, I would say that's
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. You heard it here, folks. Cut your cable.
I mean, I'll be honest. That's part of the reason why I just like don't look at Facebook anymore. Is just like it just turned into like a bitch fest, you know, just like bitch, and it's like you say something and someone bitches at you, and then like you just scroll through and it's just like people just bitching, and it's just like, man, this isn't fun anymore, you know. Like I just go on there, I see a post of someone I haven't talked to in 10 years and I like their post and I scroll down a little and I go, I don't need any more of this. And I just go to like a different website. Like, it's just boring now. And it's like the same shit is just like affecting like every other website, you know? So.
Well, you got to be careful, Grant, not to let yourself get cynical. I mean, just because other people are too. You know, we're here. We're doing a comedy show.
Right.
Yeah, so speaking of,
Laugh
what's
still?
your punishment?
I don't know. They sit on a whoopee cushion or something. That's funny.
Hell yeah.
Morons. What a fucking idiots.
Got him. Very good.
So if you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, and if you haven't, where the fuck have you been? Every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories, and then we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and often unusual punishment. Grant, where to begin this week?
Let's talk about what everyone's talking about, which is shit. I don't know, all of these things. Lakembra, you're a musician.
Allegedly.
I wasn't asking. I was telling you. You are a musician.
Yes, sir. I am a musician.
All right.
Go on.
So, are you familiar with another musician called Van Morrison?
You guys know each other?
Yeah, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Van
You
Morrison?
collabed with him?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to collab with him, but he's not responding to my emails. I have heard of Van Morrison. Yes, indeed. He makes like, you know, kind of like bluesy, jazzy sort of music, right?
I have no idea.
I mean, I couldn't name a Van Morrison song, but I'm sure if I heard one, I'd recognize it.
Well, I can name 3 for you right now. So he wrote 3. He wrote 3 songs in response to the ongoing UK government lockdown restrictions. Those song titles are "Born to Be Free," "As I Walked Out," and "No More Lockdown."
Okay. Is this an EP he's writing or something?
Yeah. He released these 3 songs in retaliation of lockdown restrictions, and people aren't
links
too
to those,
happy.
or?
I don't
Not that
know.
we
I
can
haven't
play them
listened
on the
to
show,
them.
but I just want to.
I just know that they exist.
Hell yeah. Born to Be Free by dying coronavirus. How isn't he like 150 years old or something? Like, he's old.
I mean, he's going to
He's
get
the
like,
most at risk.
I feel like all these guys who complain, all these old guys who complain the most about it were like 9 days later. Yeah, they died of COVID, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Weird.
Dude, fucking what's his name?
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain died of COVID and is still tweeting about the fact that it's a hoax.
Oh no!
Absolute legend.
They kept his Twitter account going. That's all, man.
Right.
I just want to say, if I happen to
Just like
die
they
of the plague, I want people to keep tweeting about Mario Sunshine or something.
Are you going to bequeath your Twitter account to Grant or somebody else?
No, to my estate.
Okay.
I have to get.
I'll run it for you.
I have to get an estate first before I bite the dust.
Do you know what an estate is?
Let me just check my notes.
I mean, Kevin knows, but I'm sure he wants to tell us, like, on behalf, like, for the benefit of the audience. He'll let us know.
Right. This is an educational thing. He wants you to go out and Google what an estate is, so that you learn something from this show. This is an educational show. Yeah,
I'm trying to get people to learn.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people getting lazy during the quarantine. Zwick says I thought I was the dumb one.
You are. You are, Zwick. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I don't want Van Morrison to die of coronavirus. Like, it would be hypocritical to be like, I want to save lives, but like cheer when he dies. Like, I'm not saying that I want him to die of coronavirus. I'm just saying, it would be funny if he did.
I mean, it would be. Yeah, it would be.
Just objectively, it would be funny.
So I guess
I don't want him to die of coronavirus.
Is the punishment that he dies so we can have a chuckle at him?
I was going to say, I just have some questions.
Is run by
like the song "As I Walked Out." Where do you think he got kicked out of?
CVS.
Yeah.
Target.
It's got to be Target. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always Target.
That's the fourth song on the EP is "Let's Storm the Target."
I was just going to give him a punishment of having his Twitter account be run by, I don't know, Pro Masker or something after he goes. So he's like, I've changed my mind.
When I was trying to find the story for this news story, when I was Googling it to like find a good news link, I typed in Van Morrison mask, and they do sell masks with like Van Morrison's like logo or whatever the fuck on them. So I almost think that that's like punishment enough. It's just like, people are capitalizing off of you. So.
And one final point on this I wanted to mention is the people who are saying that they're now a fan of his because of like simply this. I haven't listened to him yet, but I'm actually a huge fan. It's like when somebody wears a t-shirt and they're like, name your favorite 3 albums. Well, I can name my 3 favorite songs.
3 Van Morrison songs. Born to be Free, As I Walked Out, No More Lockdown. Top 3.
Jesus.
Anyway, let's see here. Speaking of, I mentioned Mario Sunshine. There is a Princess Peach game that was a Princess Peach.
Did you?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
sex
no, you
game. This game, it was a game 8 years in the making. I guess it's a hentai game with Princess Peach. And after 8 years of development, Nintendo pulled it down.
That sucks.
Damn, I was going to ask you what the name of the game is, so I could, for research, I could look this up.
It's Peach's Untold Tale.
It's gone. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't get access to that anymore anyway. So
it says, when the game was available, the game allowed Princess Peach to have sex with and become impregnated by Super Mario enemies like the Goomba, or dress up in a variety of costumes. You see, that's not what I expected. I thought for sure.
Not Super Mario?
I was
Mario
like, maybe
himself?
Mario, maybe like Bowser or something. But like, what is Goomba just going to shove his whole body in there? You know, they didn't really think this one through, did they?
Do you think that tragedy, they lube Goomba up and just sort of shove him in?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like you play. I'm thinking it's a platformer, and you play as like Peach, but like instead of like jumping on the Goombas and flattening them, of course they go, up there.
How do they go? Sorry,
right up there. It's a lot harder to whistle on command than you'd expect on a podcast.
Is it?
Go ahead and try it.
Yeah, it's very difficult to whistle.
It's a difficult task.
So according to this article on Polygon, it says the last update for the game hit on April 19th when the developer told players who supported his Patreon that he would prefer to be dead than abandon the game. So
Oh, nice.
I guess that's not good.
Yikes. IO Netrunner in the
He's an
chat says it
auteur.
was just a Newgrounds type porn game. They spent they spent 8 years.
He's heard.
8 years. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's all it was. Kind of
He doesn't
disappointing.
know, but someone told him.
Yeah.
This guy makes more money on Patreon than we do. That's
I
disappointing.
mean, it's kind of a low bar.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bar. There is a bar there. Some people don't have the bar, but we have the bar. So
And let me just say the bar should be closed because of the quarantine.
that's good.
You guys, you remember that Metroid 2 remake that was being made? AM2R?
Mhm.
Do you remember that was, and Nintendo shut that down, and then like months later they released their own
Mm-hmm.
version, Metroid 2 remake. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, fingers crossed. Maybe that's Nintendo's planning something.
That's a good point. That is a good point. They haven't really announced many of their 2021 titles yet, so I'm expecting perhaps this could be coming to the Switch.
Peach's Untold Story. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Well, I guess it'll now continue to be untold.
No, I think that's a good punishment, though. I think that Nintendo should do it themselves. Nintendo, hire this man.
Speaking of segues,
Smooth.
have you guys seen this wedding invitation that went viral on the internet? Have you seen this? Have you heard this? This wedding invitation?
No.
I'm looking at it right now. It says, what the fuck? This is embarrassing.
Okay, so I'll read the wedding invitation. So it's a picture of a wedding invitation that went viral, and this guy says, "Damn, just got this in the mail." And it's a photo of like a typical RSVP form that you would get for a wedding, right? And give it a second to load.
Oh, this guy's a Chicago comedian. I know this guy.
Ah, what do you know? Well, this went super viral, so good for him. Call in, Dan
What was
White.
that, Grant?
It's a couple, and they're like doing their couple embrace or whatever the fuck, and it says "fuck COVID-19. We're keeping our date."
Oh.
And then under that it says "no masks allowed. We want to see everyone's beautiful mouths." And and then it says we will have a designated cough room, and then taking lots of photos of grandparents in case anything happens. And the marriage at the bottom, it says it says,
What are their names?
it says Erica. It says the wedding is for Erica.
You can do this.
The wedding is for Erica Fartlander and Dustin Ween.
But it does say it was created as a joke.
Obviously, it was created as a joke, but like I kept seeing so this news article from heavy.com has the question, is it real? Which means that like I saw a bunch of these articles that people were sharing that were like, is the Fartlander / Ween wedding, is it real? Meaning there were a couple idiots that were like, oh, this can't happen. This can't go on.
I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for the names, I would believe it, though.
Well, the article says the couple pictured on the invitation is the first obvious clue that the card is fake. But, I mean, is it? It's not fuck COVID-19 or the names on it. It's the picture that gets it.
Yeah,
I know.
the
I
picture.
believe it, though. Like, I could see, like, I have seen people who would do stuff like this.
Oh, damn. What, on their wedding invitations? It's like, fuck you, man.
People make an
On their-
entire identity out of hating COVID. Like, they're going to say fuck. Like, they're just throwing away all respectability and just saying, like, they're just, like, so mad.
Dude, I fucking hate Eric Fartlander. I hate him. He's such a fucking prick. Oh my god. I blocked him on Facebook so I wouldn't have to read this shit.
Yeah, I've got him muted currently.
Am I still audible? Did I go out?
No, we can hear
No,
you.
you're good. Just
great.
taking a breather, I guess.
Just
taking
the
it all
normal
in.
amount of silence.
Basking in it.
Yeah, some idiots apparently thought this was real.
Yeah, I'm looking at the responses here. On my way to the cough room. There's a response here from our friend Ben Flores, Limited Breadsticks. Says, see you at the wedding, brother. We're driving. Retrofitted our CRV with a detachable coffin in the third row so we can bring grandma home afterwards.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, who's getting punished here?
Here's a good response. Gotta love the acknowledgement that we'll probably kill Gram and Pop, but it's fine since we're gonna take a lot of pictures. That person took the bait.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a neighbor, so he's like this.
I don't believe you.
It's true. I do have a neighbor. He's this older guy. I'll take a picture of him right now, man. Hey, you're on fucking blast. No, he's this older guy.
Humble brag much.
He has these like he has these family get-togethers, and like I'll hear stuff out the window, and like people will walk to the backyard like wearing a mask.
Sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm just trying to cancel somebody.
Sorry. Please
Go on.
Can I please cancel this man? Is that okay?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Grant just got me with the humble brag. That's all. Okay. I'm over it now. Good.
So this guy...
Go ahead.
This guy... Boys? Nothing? Okay.
Yep.
Excuse me. Will I kiss this guy?
Basically, all I'm trying to say is this is not out of the pale. You know, he had this family gathering, and people, like family members, were going to the backyard for this big barbecue, and they were saying like, "Oh, don't come back here with that mask. He doesn't want to see you wearing those." And it's like there's like 30 people back there at a party hosted by a very old man who doesn't like seeing masks.
What happens if he sees it? Is he going to?
I guess he just doesn't like him. So, I better not catch you wearing that mask. Okay. I guess he can. We'll see what happens. You know,
right?
Roll the dice.
I'm rolling the dice in my pocket right now, baby.
Are you playing pocket pool?
No, I'm playing pocket dice. You moron!
All right, whatever you want to call it.
Fuck. Damn.
Speaking of whatever you want to call it, let's close out on this one. I think this is a good closer bit. I hope is y'all know who James Charles is.
I was hoping you wouldn't fucking do this one. Like,
too late.
I am just so fucking sick of all like. Go on. It's too late. You're right.
I mean, so beauty guru James Charles accused of stealing clothing from H3H3, aka whatever the fuck Teddy Fresh or whatever. And he stole basically the exact design of the hoodie, and this has caused an uproar in the YouTube community.
Yeah, I guess so. We're scraping the bottom of the Thought Cops barrel, and we have to resort to an H3H3 gossip story. Like, I feel like every time we do have, like, we've had a bunch of them on the dock here for the week, and we're always like, do we want to do that one? Nah, let's skip it. Whenever you hear us say, let's skip that one, we're probably talking about something involving H3H3, but here we are.
It's been bad lately. It's been bad.
Yeah. This Teddy Fresh merch is fucking garbage, though. I don't know why you would want to wear it.
I'm assuming, I think it's supposed to be like streetwear. You know how streetwear was like a thing, and they're like, well, it's streetwear, but for babies, and so it's baby streetwear.
It's streetwear for babies, for adults.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I've seen some of the shirts that it's what's his wife's name?
Hila.
Hila, like, you know, it's like Christian tier, you know, children's drawings on a shirt, and they cost like, I don't know, $50 or something. Like,
you act like you wouldn't buy that though.
I would buy a Christian shirt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy a Teddy Fresh one though.
Like a Sonichu like print suit.
Hell yeah.
Something to wear to church, you know. When church opens up, not wear my mask.
I mean, to be fair, like fashion itself, if it's not like something you can wear out, like a pair of jeans or just like a t-shirt, if it's anything beyond that, it's just fucking dumb. It's like anything that Kanye's designed is just like, oh, a big fucking like jumpsuit that's like you're wearing a box, and it's like, okay, but can I like buy this and wear this? And they're like, no. And so it's like, well, like fashion's just stupid, you know? It's dumb. It's pointless.
Yeah, get some taste, man. Get black video game t-shirts and khaki shorts, please. That's
exactly
for me.
Zelda graphic tee from Kohl's. It's seafoam green, and it's got the screen printed Triforce on it.
Hell yeah. What's the what's actually happening? Are they just fighting on Twitter, or like what's going on in this story?
So James Charles, I guess, took the design, and they were like, "Hey, they stole James Charles. This guy stole our design," and everyone was like, "Well, it's a shitty design." And then they were like putting their own logo on just like a copy paste of the sweatshirt design, which I did also. If you go to the Real Thought Cops Twitter account, I also did the same thing. And it became a whole thing about like the debate of what's copyright and what's patent and what's trademark and what is design and what's free speech. Sucks. Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. What's the official Thought Cop stance? Is it Team H3 or Team James Charles? You have to choose.
Team Garbage Fire.
Oh, God. Grant, I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go with Team Asteroid on this one.
Or
Giant
Asteroid
Meteor.
2020, baby.
I think I would rather accidentally see James Charles on my timeline than Ethan. That's just my personal preference, though. James Charles has a nicer ass too, like just objectively speaking.
All right.
Like if you just look at them, wait, I can explain.
No, you said like any doctor would agree.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. If you get an ass doctor and you isolate the two asses,
proctologist,
and he doesn't know who they belong to, he would pick. It's like the meme, like which way, Western man. You would pick James Charles's ass, not Ethan Klein's.
I guess if I were to be gay, I would go gay for the gay guy and not for the straight guy.
No, that's a smart move.
Well, I mean, okay, so you're saying that you would prefer to have a straight man's ass because you have to pick.
No, he's saying that if he were gay, he would choose.
I need you to say this on the record, please, Grant.
But what you're trying to goad me into saying is incorrect and not what I said at all. I said what I said, and I stand by it. So you got to deal with that, I guess.
All right, Team H3 then. Fair enough. Thought Cop sponsored by H3. Very good. I
mean, it is disappointing because I liked a lot of H3's like earlier content, but like, yeah, a lot of the stuff they've been like the fights they've been like, I get this one, but like the Keemstar shit that we like narrowly avoided every single time was just like, man, this is depressing. Just this back and forth of just like, I hate all of these people involved. Like, please stop.
And then people just can't stop talking about it for some reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Please, Grant, don't get me wrong. I want literally every one of these people to die. I'm just saying, like, if you have to choose.
In Minecraft, of course.
Especially,
catch COVID in Minecraft.
Keemstar, man, that guy, he keeps getting away with it, and I hate it. He's so successful. Just getting away with just doing whatever he does.
It's disgusting.
Constant dog shit takes.
So what's the punishment here? Let's stop this stupid
let's
shit.
just stop.
Let's just stop. Right. This, I don't know. I guess, like, what do you say? Clothes for babies for adults? I don't know.
How about clothes for adults for babies? How about, like, a little suit?
That is fun. I like
you
that.
morons.
Hell yeah.
Baby suit for boss baby.
It's like seeing a kid go to like a church sermon on Christmas Day. They got to wear a little suit.
Yeah, baby suit. That's the punishment is baby
That's
suit.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not a punishment. That rules.
Yeah.
The baby doesn't like it. Baby's
thinking no choice
comfortability, number one.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's move on to Key to the City. Something good, something neat that we saw this week. My Key to the City this week goes to Longcat. Longcat passed away this week, unfortunately. One of the founding fathers of speaking of memes, one of the originals, Longcat. lived a
Do we
long.
know how he passed?
I'm trying to see if there's like a long.
He
Just
couldn't
old
take a
age,
big enough
peacefully.
breath to fill his very long lungs, and he suffocated.
I just trying to see if there's a headline saying "Long Cat lived a long, fulfilling life," and surprisingly, I can't find one.
You should write that and post it now.
IO Netrunner beat you to it.
Ah, shit! I was too busy.
You're too busy doing the hard work of research.
Yeah, I was
for
too
the
busy
show.
publishing. To
And then these
Vice.
clout chasers come into the chat with their jokes.
Hey, leave the jokes to the guys who aren't funny. Anyway, Lakembra, what's your 2 minutes of hate?
My
You mean
key
your
to the
key
city
to the city?
is
Oh yeah,
Grant's.
sorry, it's so
Instagram stories.
famous. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I don't blame you. My key to the city, my key minutes of hate is Grant's Instagram stories.
Oh, thank
Go
you.
and follow Grant, Officer Grant, on Instagram because he posts Instagram stories like every day, and they're absolutely insane.
Thank you.
I'm worried about you, Grant.
I appreciate
But
your
please
worry.
don't stop posting.
I won't. For as long as I keep going crazy, which will be the rest of my life, I will continue to create some level of insane content.
The other day you were just singing a song. You were like, "Na-na-na, September. It was the 21st day of September," but you did that like 3 or 4 times, and that was the
Right.
story. But it was great. I loved it.
The 21st of September. Yeah.
What day was that, Grant? When'd you publish that?
A couple days ago. I don't exactly remember. Yeah, it's at grant.moon.e on Instagram. Thank you.
That's my key to the city. Good job.
Thank you.
What's your 2 minutes of hate, Grant?
My 2 minutes of hate this week.
Wait, we didn't introduce the guest yet.
Shit, hold on. We got to go back. We have to go back.
That was a good test run for the show, though.
In
Should
the
I hit
regular
record?
channel. Yeah, go ahead.
And clap sync. 3.
I forget what these guys are called.
Oh God, these guys.
This is hilarious. What the fuck are these guys called? What are their names? Fuck. Hold on. I gotta look up their names so I can introduce them properly. Okay. My key to the city this week goes to the Voros twins, I think is how you say their name. Have you all seen this meme? That they've had a couple viral TikTok videos of them being
No, I haven't seen
morons, and it's very good.
Can we watch it?
We can watch it. Kevin, do you want to watch
Hell
it?
yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
Painted the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Oh, yeah. Da Vinci?
I like that they both do it at the same time.
So, like, they've had a couple of these sort of go viral. I think the Da Vinci thing was the most viral. But they're like professional wrestlers or something, and I guess their whole shtick is that they're like dumb. And so, like, if you watch other of their like weird Snapchat reaction video type things, they just play like stupid people, and it's very obviously like an act unless you're a moron. But it brought a smile to my face.
Yes, I'm a.
Now, I heard these guys are going to be officiating the Fartlander Ween wedding.
Yeah, so that's my key to the city.
Oh, it's fake? Oh, damn it. I wanted it to be real.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Yeah. Oh.
So word of the
That's my key
week.
to the city.
What do we got this week? It's time to learn.
I don't know.
That was a cue for I don't have something this week.
Is it
There's a bunch of shit.
Maybe somebody else does.
There's a bunch of shit on here.
I don't know what this stuff is.
I can barely read, man.
It's just like a list of
Wow.
made-up words.
This week's word of the week is dumb fuck.
Oh, I remember. No, I actually did put that on here because it's when Ice-T gets your ass. If he
heard it here first, folks.
If he quote retweets you and gets you, you just won his dumb fuck of the week award.
Does he do that on Twitter, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So congratulations, you just won my dumb fuck of the week award. And it's typically his reply, guys.
That's good.
Thanks.
Yep.
Again, scraping the
Is
bottom
that
of the
one
Thought
word?
Cops barrel here. I believe he uses it as one conjunction.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can...
Sorry to trample on your bits. Fact checking.
I mean, that's a show. You know, we want to be funny, but more importantly, we want to be right.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that it? Is that the show? That was so fast.
Well, you know what? Before we wrap it up, I want to say we're going to get to some listener voicemails. But before we do that, Lakembra, I would like it very much if you plugged all your great stuff.
Okay, you can find me and my friends Zenki and Vis. They've always been called that. The Hard Men Working Hard. You can find us on YouTube. Just go search for Hard Men Working Hard on YouTube. You'll find us. Lots of good music there. We also, like Grant said, we do a podcast once a month. It's called Filler Content, and just do a search for Filler Content wherever good podcasts are played. It's not a good podcast, but it's there also where good podcasts are played.
I enjoy it.
And it's a fun show to be on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that about covers it.
Great.
So, hey, if you want to give us a call sometime, leave us a voicemail, 312-788-7361. Or you can always send us an audio file to thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. Let's listen.
This is the Discord news for this week.
My favorite bit.
Kevin and Grant posted pictures of their visit at the Meme Museum. It looks like a sad experience, but at least some content was generated in the process.
True.
Sleep Science also attended the event and looked especially short.
In hashtag Normie Safe Space, Io Bradstaker shared his experience of a cat birthday party. Neither he nor his cat wanted to be there. Moods of one party involved changed for the better when it was announced that there were tiny bottles of booze in the piñata.
In hashtag Gamer Americans, a different soy-fueled pandemic continued as the 3D Mario collection was released, and Discordians shared their clips of glitches and talked about their gameplay. The last time people talked about Italians this much was about the name Fredo.
Also in hashtag Game Americans, Sleep Science and Io Bradstaker shared their experience as they tried pre-ordering next-gen consoles. Both were successful.
Hell yeah.
For a server where sharing a lot of irrelevant information is the norm, this was truly a new high point of irrelevant information.
In hashtag General, share if you agree.
Firecloud continued to be salty after being blocked by Io Bradstaker.
Man.
Nobody knows what he expected after being annoying for weeks on end. We will reach out to Firecloud for comment for the next edition of Discord News.
In hashtag The Food Network, Starlit Alpha shared his absolutely horrendous recipe for pizza, which consists of putting the ingredients for a pepperoni pizza onto a frozen pepperoni pizza. Who would have thought being a brony also meant having terrible culinary skills? This week's Discord News has been presented to you by Punished Yusuf and Io Breadgetter.
I feel like this is especially hard for people who aren't in the Discord to follow sometimes because they keep changing their names. Like Io Breadstacker, Io Netrunner. It's like I guess, you know, they're interesting stories, I'll give you that.
I don't know. It's funny. I enjoy it. I can't put too much more thought into it.
No, the Discord news is great. I just hope that people are not like lost on the display names.
Because you have like 500 channels.
It's freaky.
It helps me keep up with things because there's so many channels. I can't post in all of them, so I like to catch up. But it sounds like civil war is taking place at the moment.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
There's a little, little something.
It's boiling up to the surface.
Hey, Thought Cops, Io Netrunner here, and this week my 2 minutes of hate is people who love Halloween but hate boneless skeletons. I don't know how to
very
phrase
relatable.
That. Anyway, recently I sent a friend of mine a link to a skeleton octopus, only to get the text back, octopus don't have bones. It's like, I know, but it looks cool. Who cares? Just enjoy it.
Let people enjoy
that's
things.
All I got. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Skeletons can't get up and walk around either.
Yeah.
So,
they can't do funny dances.
Halloween.
Right.
Just saying.
Tell them that, Io Netrunner.
Alright guys, what's up? I hope you're all doing well. So in Germany the semester starts pretty late. This year especially late because of Corona. And this week I checked my class schedule, and when I did, I mean, I should have expected this to happen, but I was hopeful and I had wishful thinking that it wasn't going to happen. And what ended up happening is that all of my classes are online again. And I mean, you guys remember what happened last time when all my classes moved to online and everything was shut down.
No,
I mean,
not really.
Yeah, I was going to say, come on.
No.
But online classes still suck. So, yeah, I hope the gym doesn't close because there's going to be more cases in winter, especially.
Yeah.
And it's going to be cold and dark, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Fuck.
Jesus, this is grim.
Basically, I'm fucked. I can not do anything because of these fucking boomers and old people. Fuck them. Just fuck them. Just, I don't know. Just let... okay, I'm gonna stop here. Peace out.
All right.
Well,
please don't fuck the old people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, keep your dick out of my grandma's hole.
Funny voicemail though. Funny.
Yeah.
Funny response to the voicemail.
I couldn't really hear it over you guys laughing.
Sorry. I will refrain from laughing on the next voicemail.
I wasn't laughing at all.
Yeah, that was... You know what? Let's just play the next voicemail.
Can we please, as a society, just ignore J.K. Rowling? She likes the attention. She knows what she's doing, and she enjoys it. Please, just let this old hag die alone with her billions of dollars and alone. Stop acknowledging
Just hold the
her.
phone up to your mouth
Better yet,
when you're speaking.
Hold up. Stop talking about Harry Potter. This is not 2005 anymore.
Well, I would, but I can't hear you.
2020. We've advanced past the need for Harry Potter.
I do agree. I think as a society we have depleted our Harry Potter resources, certainly. And as far as ignoring J.K. Rowling, I'm fine with that. We haven't talked about it really on the show. I was going to say, Grant, another thing that often ends up in our docs is, aside from H3 that we tend to ignore, is J.K. Rowling stories.
True. There are a couple things where it's just like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this.
I think like last week we had the Harry Potter game people were talking about, and we're just like, yeah, we're out of time. Let's get to the voicemails. Anyway.
Yeah, she wrote some book, and it's like the transgender character is a bad guy or something, and it's like, I don't care to read this. I don't care.
Oi, Nathan, what are you doing up there? Come down.
Another confusing cold open.
Fucking knob. My name's Daniel. I'm 17, and I live in a farm in Dunn. I live with my mom, my little sister Julia, my brothers Tyson, Jamie, and my other brother Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan's my identical twin brother. He's deaf. He's a little bit
Lakembra, do you know what he's doing?
Not yet.
I haven't the slightest.
Nathan lost his hearing in his explosives accident when he was little. And we did this thing like where we had an operation where I had to give him one of my eardrums, but it fucked up. Like, it didn't work. It started getting shit again.
Okay, so that was the opening monologue to the show Angry Boys, that Chris Lilly show.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm gonna take a guess why he left that one.
I have no idea.
I wasn't sure what accent he was doing.
That didn't sound like
British.
That didn't sound like one of your friends or family or something.
Like British, Irish-ish, something-ish.
Yeah. Oi.
So, Nathan. Yeah, sorry, man.
Well, I mean, was that offensive to you? Like,
no, I love it. I love when people try and do Australian accents. It's great.
That didn't hurt your feelings or anything?
No. Who was
Crikey.
that guy?
That's the guy that
Cheater.
the guy they were talking about in the Discord news.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks, thanks, Lakembra, for coming on the show. Thanks, everybody, for listening. If you want to leave us a voicemail of your own, please think it out first. Give us a call, 312-788-7361. Or you can send us an audio file at thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. If you feel like supporting the show, throw us a few bucks over at patreon.com/thoughtcops. Give us a follow on twitch.tv/thoughtcops. That just about does it, boys.
Hell yeah.
See you next time.
Hooray.
See ya.